Well, Chamber of Commerce Day across much of central and eastern Kentucky by mid-April standards. Lots of sunshine and pleasant temperatures. Now, a warm front's going to approach from the west tomorrow. That's going to mean some clouds, maybe a few sprinkles for Thursday. I think for the most part dry because we are very, very dry at the surface. Now, Easter weekend, a different story. At least the chances will be around of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, and those temperatures get back to the 70s by Friday, and we'll see more of that through the upcoming weekend. Visible satellite, a few high thin clouds drifting into northeastern Kentucky, a little batch trying to get here in the bluegrass earlier, just cloud-free skies, blue skies and sunshine. It's been a great day all across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. You can see downtown Mount Sterling and Montgomery County. 61 degrees. Winds have been not bad compared to yesterday. We didn't have those 30, 35 mile per hour gusts. There are those few high thin clouds that I mentioned near McKee, Jackson County. We're at 62 at the Kentucky Mesonet site. Winds have been mainly west to northwest at about 10 to 15. They'll back down a bit after sunset, but a really great evening to come. We're in the low 60s here in the bluegrass, mid to even upper 60s down south. So you compare that to 24 hours ago, we're doing a whole lot better along and north of I-64. We had that mid-level cloud deck that was really holding temperatures in check. Still cool from Columbus over to Pittsburgh, but the farther west you go, the warmer it is, and that's going to be moving our direction over the next couple of days. High pressure setting over northern Alabama. That will give way. Winds will eventually shift to the southeast tomorrow. And as this warm front kind of grazes us to the northwest, it's going to throw some cloudiness our way. First things first, enjoy this evening. Temperatures should feel really good. Now overnight, especially with the dry air I mentioned and clear skies, some of those sheltered valley areas in eastern Kentucky could drop as low as the low to mid 30s. Elsewhere, I think we're going to be either side of the 40-degree mark, and then clouds increase through the afternoon. Yes, may see what appears to be some rain on the radar, but for the most part, I think it's going to be virga, which will evaporate before it reaches the ground. Although we can't rule out a sprinkle, so we're going to keep that low-end chance in tomorrow. Friday looks great as we make a run actually toward the 80-degree mark, and still looking at some scattered shower and storm chances this weekend, although the position of the front dropping in here and where it stalls out, that's going to be critical. Look at Friday, though, 79, so really looking good there. And then the front drops in to the I-64 corridor and puts on the brakes. Farther north it stalls out, the better off we'll be. Temperature-wise, it's going to be warm, and it may actually feel a little bit muggy because a lot of the area is going to be south of the front, and those dew points, great measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, will be into the low 60s, so you're going to feel it in that regard. Again, a lot of the rain, I think, is going to be off to our north and northwest. Just keep the umbrella handy into Easter Sunday. Don't think we'll see a wash from start to finish. And then an area of low pressure eventually slides on through Monday, and the rain should come to an end, I think, by the end of the day. Storm Prediction Center still painting part of the area here where that front's expected to stall out in the elevated risk for severe weather in their extended outlook. This was pushed a little bit farther to the north this morning, and when the day 3 outlook comes out tomorrow, they'll zero in on that a bit more. Great news relative to the rainfall forecast, or the lack thereof. Some fairly low rainfall totals. Looks like the sweet spot is going to be from Indy to St. Louis and then back into the Central Plains. Obviously, the last thing we need is any kind of heavy rain given the recent flooding. Tonight, mostly clear, some frost in the east. 39 for the overnight low. Coming up tomorrow, we'll see early sunshine by noon or so, clouds thicken up, then mostly cloudy through the afternoon, a few sprinkles, but it will begin to at least clear a bit as we see that surge of warmer air heading into Friday. Again, Easter weekend, dodging a few scattered showers and storms. That continues on Monday. A brief break Tuesday before that next system arrives this time next week with afternoon highs right around 70.